beginning, the Garden of Eden was a place of perfect peace and beauty. The man and woman lived in harmony with God without shame or fear. But among all the creatures, the serpent was the most cunning. The serpent approached the woman and questioned God's command. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? The woman replied that they could eat from any tree except one, or they would die. The serpent whispered that they would not die, but become like God, knowing good and evil. The woman saw that the fruit was beautiful and desirable for gaining wisdom. She reached out, took the fruit, and ate. Then she gave some to her husband, and he ate it too. At that moment, their eyes were opened and everything changed. They realized they were naked and felt shame for the first time. Frantically, they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. Then they heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden. Overcome with fear, they hid themselves among the trees. God called out, asking where they were. The man answered that he hid because he was afraid and naked. God asked who told him he was naked, and if he had eaten from the forbidden tree. The man blamed the woman, saying she gave him the fruit. God turned to the woman and asked what she had done. The woman blamed the serpent, saying it deceived her. God pronounced judgment first upon the serpent. The serpent would crawl on its belly and eat dust all its life. God declared eternal enmity between the serpent and humanity. Then God spoke to the woman about her consequences. She would experience great pain in childbirth, and her desire would be for her husband. Finally, God addressed the man and his disobedience. Because he listened to his wife and ate the fruit, the ground was cursed. He would work painfully hard to produce food from thorns and thistles. By the sweat of his brow he would eat until he returned to the dust. Death had entered the world through their disobedience. In his mercy, God made garments of skin and clothed them, but they could no longer remain in the Garden of Eden. God sent them out to work the cursed ground from which they came. He placed cherubim at the east of the garden with a flaming sword. The way to the tree of life was now forever guarded. Humanity's innocence was lost, and the world was forever changed.